Welcome back to another video, guys. And today, guys, I'm going to share with you guys the Instagram DM system that adds an extra 30 to 50K a month to info businesses. If you're an information business, meaning that you give people information and they pay you for it, all right, this DM system is something that's been working tremendous for us. I'm going to just give it to you guys right here. I got my notes, so you can just copy it into your business. So what is this DM system specifically? So it's going to be broken down into specific steps on what you must do. So the first thing that you must do is you must create hand-raising content, not value, not attention grabbing. You want to create hand-raising content. Hand-raising content is you made something specific for some group of people and you want them to raise their hand. For example, guys, I just created a blueprint on how to scale your business from 0 to 100K. Boom, comment this word. That's going to be the automation version. Next one, I don't want to go too far. But that's the kind of content. You want to make a piece of content that someone who comes across that post is saying, damn, that's for me. You see what I did in the beginning of this video? This is on hand-raising content, right? This exact video that I'm making right now is an example of this. The Instagram DM system that adds another 30 to 50K a month to info businesses. Do you see what I did there? I mentioned a system, a call out that you probably already know that's going to give you a specific result in your specific type of business. So take the framework that you just saw in the first minute of this video to make your hand-raising content. Call out the system, mention the system, viral blueprint, this, right? Create the name of it, right? And then you want to give the outcome. So let's break this down. So we have intriguing name, that the ICP can relate to. So ICP understands. You have the dream outcome, which is this extra 30 to 50K a month. This is their desire to their specific niche. What this does is anyone who clicked on this video that saw Instagram DM system that adds an extra 30 to 50K a month to info businesses, if they clicked on this video, they probably are in an info business. They want to make an extra 30 to 50K a month, and they already know that Instagram works, and they're trying to see what their DM system can do. Do you see the formula? Literally in the same video. All right, so you want to create hand-raising content to get people to raise their hand. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is you want to put in the keyword automation bridge. So right here, this is important. You're not going to send them to a link. You're going to make them comment a word. The reason this is important is you don't want to just send them a link. They go on a landing page, they take a look at it, and then they're gone from there. You want to create a conversation, especially as a brand owner, as a business, personal brand. You want to get a conversation started. So that keyword automation bridge could be comment blueprint, or whatever word you want to make, right? This could be on a piece of content. This could be on your story. It could be on whatever you're doing this. And it's going to start a conversation. Start at the point important. Start a conversation. You want that conversation to get started, which brings us to number 3. This is going to create the triage script. So you create hand-raising content and then to bridge with an automation that starts a keyword, and this is going to start a triage script. A triage is literally a triage. You're literally pre-qualifying these people to make sure that whatever resource you're going to give them, it's going to actually be suitable for them, right? This is where you eliminate all the tire kickers, the people who just want free shit. You don't give them this resource. Hell no, right? You want to create a triage script to see, is this resource going to go to your ideal customer? Who is this person? You want this free resource that you put in a lot of time to make to go to the best people. So essentially the lead scoring of these people are going to be very, very high. If you don't know what lead scoring is, when you get a lead, you can score your leads, right? Based on their intent level, based on their demographic or based on their, like the likelihood that this lead is going to convert to an actual customer. In the info business, as a coach, you know there are people who just want a bunch of free shit. They're tire kickers. They just love free shit, free shit, free shit, and they're not going to take any action. All right? But what you want to do in this script is you want to qualify them. Ask them, are you someone that's looking to so-and-so? Like, get them to describe themselves a little bit. Doesn't have to be a long script. You're just trying to get rid of the people who are tire kickers. Are you just getting started with this, or are you really serious about improving whatever this blueprint is going to help you get? Remember, intriguing name, dream outcome, niche. So you want to make sure that this blueprint that you're giving out, the person that you're going to give the blueprint to can actually get that dream outcome. That's what the triage script does. Then what you want to do is very important. You want to go resource that sells the gap. Here's where you hook them. Take note. This is very important. So whatever blueprint you just created, it's still gonna be a blueprint. You're not gonna lie to people. You won't do that nonsense over here. You're not gonna be scamming people. All right. But that blueprint is gonna be very good. It's gonna be a really good resource. But the resource needs to sell a gap. The way you get people to convert, to want to take action on your offer, is not to just give them a resource. They just take the fucking resource, run with it, and then they never come back. The resource has to sell a gap. So remember, what was the structure of this? Intriguing name, dream outcome, niche. This blueprint is trying to give them this dream outcome. In this resource that is the blueprint, you're going to tell them the what, not the how. You want a secret to marketing? I just gave it to you. You're going to tell them what is going to give it to them, not exactly how. Because if you go and give them the how, they're going to run with it and go do it themselves. All right? So you want this blueprint to be resourceful. You want to point out some mistakes. You want to point out how they can, hey, here's what exactly can get you to 30 or 50K a month. But how to go about it for you specifically, right? That's where you put in the call, right? Sales call. This is where you're going to invite them, an invitation. Let's just call this invitation. Right? That resource is going to show them a list of things that they should be doing to get their outcome. A big list. Okay, you want this outcome? You're supposed to do this, 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 this. They're going to be like, oh, wow, this is great. Yeah, okay, cool. But you're not going to tell them exactly how. Tell them exactly how. They're going to take the resource and run with it. So you want to give them the what, not the how. And that what is still valuable, because if you tell me what I'm supposed to do, but not necessarily how, what does that make me want to do? Okay, this person has identified the problems, the missing links that I need. What do I do? How do I fucking do it? Invitation. Okay, you want this dream outcome. Here's what you're supposed to do. Now, if you want help on how exactly you're supposed to do it, here's an invitation. I invite you to work with us. I invite you to come get on a call where we can go deeper on what your problems are. And that call, you got to give them some kind of homework. That's what we do. You got to do some kind of homework. Let me give you guys a secret. This is one on something in our sales system. I don't know if I should give this, but this is how we get rid of tire kickers, right? So on our invitation call, so for instance, with Scale the Brand to work with us, if you want to work with us, if you want us to do content for you or help you with content, right? Right now, I'm inviting you to book a call and see if we can help you out. But on that call, we actually, before you even go on a call with us, we give you homework. Yeah. But you know what that does? That homework gets rid of the tire kickers. Because if you really are serious about getting this money, getting this outcome, and if I say, hey, before our call, go through this homework where you break down the problems that you have. So when we get on this call, I can show you how we can help you. You don't do the homework, we're not getting on a call. It's all sales and marketing, right? Because if you don't do the homework, you don't care enough to solve this problem. If you've told me what exactly I need to do, and you're inviting me to show me how, and how our business can help you do so, and you don't even have the time on this call, on before the call to do homework, you don't give a fuck. It's not a big problem for you. So what that does is it allows us to get people who are really ready to take action on a call. We don't want to waste our team's time. We're trying to be very selective because the people we work with, we already know what we can do. We know we can add another 30, 40, 50K, 100K a month to your business with the content that we come in and help you create. If you don't want to do homework to tell us more about your business, kick rocks, right? So your invitation, make sure you include a homework. Okay, we've told you how. We told you what. We made sure that before we even gave you the resource, we made sure we pre-qualified you. And then before you go on the call, we want to make sure that you're somebody that you can take the time. It's not going to take you. The homework is not an hour. It's not some long thing. It's just something simple. But it separates the people who are just browsing, just looking, just bullshitting you versus the people who are really ready to take action. You get them to raise their hand with an intriguing name, dream outcome in their specific niche. You start a conversation with the key automation bridge, not just send them a link. Then once that word is automated, you trigger that triage script to pre-qualify them so you get the best people with the highest lead scoring that you give the blueprint to. And in the blueprint, you give them the what, not the how. And then you invite them to get on a call. And then when you invite them to get on a call, you give them homework. You want to this is how you take, I shouldn't have made this video. Fuck. Shouldn't have gave y'all this shit for free. This is how you take people. This is literally how you take people this is how you take content and you take it all the way to get the highest qualified leads on a sales call. It's how you make another 30, 50K a month. All right? Listen, if you want us to come in and help you with your content so you can implement the system the right way, all right, show you exactly how we do this, click the link in the description, pin comments, book a free call. I'm going to invite you now to book a call, and you will have homework, because if you don't do the homework, we don't want to speak to you. If you can't do homework telling us about your business, you're not serious about making 30 to 50 grand a month. And if you are, you will do what we ask you to do so we know more about your business, because it's not cookie cutter bullshit. It's not cookie cutter templates that we're giving you. We got to get to know you and your company to know if we can even help you. So if you want to see that, link in the description, pin comments, book a free call, and I can get back with you guys next time. Take this, run with it, and help your business scale. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll get back with you guys next time.